Hi everyone, I'm JD from Willowbound Journals. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm starting a bit of a new project working in this journal. If a story is in you, it has to come out. And that's a quote I love, and it says it's by William Faulkner. Love, love, love that journal. And I just love the sentiment behind the quote on the front that we fill the pages with our stories. And for me, journaling, it's all about what's on the inside. It just needs to come out, and it comes out on the page through writing or through creativity. And for this particular journal, I'm going to be using it as a collage journal. Collage is just really helping me, and it's quite interesting because at different times, different things I'm drawn to at different seasons in my life. For example, poetry was a really helpful tool at one stage, and then drawing with pencils was a very helpful thing, and then junk journals and just journaling and writing in general as well, of course. But my newest therapeutic outlet is collage, and you've probably seen on my channel or heard me talk about how I've been really getting into collage a lot more lately. I started off being very intimidated by it, but now the more that I've been doing it, I guess the more I'm ready to branch out and try different types of collaging, and so this is what's happening at the moment. All that is in that tin is from Inloveartshop, so I will link them below, and I will also leave links to all of these products that I got. There are 8 different products, but I just put them all into one tin. There are 4 packs of papers, and there are 4 packs of bits of ephemera like tags, journaling pieces, tickets, stickers, washi stickers, labels, all that kind of thing. So I got 4 packs of each, and I thought, yeah, if I just put them all in this one tin, then this can be my go-to tin for when I want to do some collaging. And it's quite fun just having a nice big stash like this, and all different colours and all different types of papers. So some are more vintage, some are floral, some are just solid colours, some have lines on them, some are blank. So it's been really handy having this tin of collage materials, and then that way I don't get overwhelmed either. I don't have to be like, oh, what do I use, and get overwhelmed by every single supply that I have in my space. I can just work with this limited supply, and everything goes together, everything works well together. So that's been really, really helpful. For this particular page spread, I am using greens and yellows and oranges for a colour themed page, because I thought that would ease me into collaging with these different types of materials that I haven't used before, because I usually have only done vintage things and vintage French collages in the past. So this time I'm going to use a bit of colour, and I thought it would ease me into it if I just did a theme for each page to start off with. So start off with, blue, a page of blue, then a page of pink, and then a page of red, that kind of thing. And then once I get the hang of just working with one colour or one range of colours, then I may be able to branch out a bit more and trust my own instinct, trust my own intuition of what I want to put on the page. I might trust my own colour combinations and that kind of thing. But to start off with, it's just been really helpful to work with a colour scheme for each page. Again, that way I'm not overwhelmed by like, what do I put on the page? I got all of these pieces, what do I do? And you get paralysed. By having a specific colour theme to work with, I can be like, okay, I'm only going to pull out this type of these types of colours, and off we go. And also it's been just fun to create in my journals on just the blank page. I've been really enjoying working in blank journals where it's not really the junk journal style, but it's more, I don't know, I've always loved the blank page. It's been a canvas for me to be able to express myself and create and dream and imagine and write. So I have another journal that is just blank with lined pages, and in that journal I only do writing. So if I just need to get out some thoughts or anything, I just write straight writing on that journal. So it's nice having this other blank journal with unlined pages, where it's more, I'm calling it more like an art journal, or a collage art journal. And this gives me the freedom to not have to write on the page if I don't want to, but it's another outlet to create. I find that I need, I guess, two types of outlets, and they're both creative, but one is just writing. Writing always for me has been like a lifeline. It's been a tool that I use to use my voice, to know what I'm thinking, to find clarity and direction and peace. And it's also like my greatest joy to write. I always say that anytime that I've written, I always feel better after I've written. But I also like to create. So every day I always feel that need to create. Okay, maybe not every day, but every week at least. I feel that need to create. And there's just so many different ways to create, music, cooking, architecture, dance, drama, film, all sorts of mediums to create. And I just jump around from one to the other depending on what is speaking to me at the time. Like I said, one time it was poetry, one time it was drawing, sometimes it's painting. I've had jewelry making phases, I've had card making phases, scrapbooking phases. But at this time, I don't question it or anything. I just go with it. And at this time, it's collage. That's what my heart is drawn to at this time. And so that's what I'm doing a lot of at this time. And so as you can see, what I'm doing on this page is just laying out my pieces. In the end, I narrowed down the pieces that I wanted to use, and I just tried to find a way to use all of them. Sometimes I go for more of a minimalistic look, but other times I just want to put everything that I love on the page. And so anything that went with the theme that I loved, I put on this page, anything that spoke to me. And it's a bit busy, and it was a little bit difficult trying to figure out how to fit everything on the page. And I did spend quite a lot of time umming and ahhing over, where do I put this? And this is that part of the process. So I did cut out quite a bit of it, but I did leave in some of it so you can also see that I am just moving things around, trying different layouts, trying to make things work. And it took me quite a long time. So I also sped this part up, but hopefully, that lets you know you're not alone if you do the same thing and you agonize and spend so much time moving things around and going back and forth. I do it too. I quite liked how that flower looked inside that little label, but then I thought it defeated the purpose of the label with the lines. I wanted to be able to write on those lines. And also I kind of liked the colour through the washi sticker better on something else. I found it was a bit too drowned out, I think, having that darker background from that circle. So, and I just really liked it there because it caught all three of those layers, the green layer, that box layer, and the postcard layer. And because the left-hand side is a bit more plainer than the right-hand side. The right-hand side has the script tag and the ABC and the two pieces with the flowers and the leaf. Whereas the left-hand side, it's all kind of blank pieces, even though they've got lines and things. They're a bit blanker. So I wanted to put the flower over there just to give it a bit more interest. And then, this took me so long trying to figure out this part. But in the end, you just have to commit, I think. You can and ah, and one thing that really helps me is just to know that, nothing major depends on where I place things. So at the end of the day, just do something, and it doesn't matter if it looks wrong or it looks too busy or it looks not enough. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It doesn't affect anything. So just have fun creating, put it down, and however it turns out is how it turns out, and just enjoy the process. And even if you don't really like how it turns out at the very end, it doesn't matter. It's just one page spread in your journal and you move on to the next page spread. So there is my finished page with all of the collaging. There's a lot of layers going on, but yeah, it just captures all of those colours that I wanted to capture. And then I'm just writing a little bit about citrus, what I think of when I think of it. Sun, the yellow for sun, and the grass for the green, and light and warmth, and zesty, juicy life. And I thought it could kind of, with the collage, I'm not really trying to write a huge journal entry, so I thought it could be more poetic. So I hope you enjoyed that page and the process, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.